Hello everybody and welcome back to Nexus Insights. My name is Michael Ofoma and this is our special report titled No Ceasefire in Cyberspace. When the missiles stop, the world doesn't. It just moves somewhere else, into bank servers, cryptocurrency exchanges, and mobile phones. Between Iran and Israel, a parallel conflict has been running continuously for years. And unlike the battles making the headlines, this one has no front lines, no ceasefires, and no clear end. Most coverage of the Iran-Israel confrontation focuses on airstrikes, proxies, and nuclear negotiations. But alongside every physical escalation, a second conflict runs in parallel, one fought with code rather than missiles, targeting bank accounts rather than military bases, and designed to be deniable when its effects are devastating. From 2024 through mid-2026, cyber operations between Iran and Israel didn't just intensify, they changed in character. What had been a shadow war of occasional espionage became something more systematic, a standing channel of continuous retaliation, cheaper than missiles, easier to disavow, and politically useful precisely because it sits just below the threshold of open war. This new logic of digital conflict and its implications extend far beyond the Middle East. The turning point came in June 2025. A group called Predatory Sparrow, widely assessed as Israel-linked, though never officially acknowledged, claimed attacks on Iran's bank SEPA and then on Nobitex, Iran's largest cryptocurrency exchange. The bank SEPA incident disrupted customer access across payment-dependent systems. The Nobitex breach went further. Roughly $90 million in digital assets was effectively destroyed. Not stolen, not monetized, destroyed. That distinction matters grossly. This was not cybercrime, it was a strategic signal. Finance was not collateral damage, it was the target. This message was deliberate. Economic infrastructure is now a legitimate target of coercion. The message was deliberate. Economic institutions are now a legitimate target for coercion. By early 2026, the battle space had widened again. Iran-linked actors expanded hack and leak operations, mobile compromise attempts, and destructive attacks against Israeli and Western targets. US authorities moved publicly against domains tied to Handala, a group Washington linked to Iran's Ministry of Intelligence. Israel reported a steep rise in hostile cyber incidents. Iran, in turn, faced renewed attacks on its own banking systems and communication networks. The key insight isn't who won the particular exchange, it's that cyber retaliation had become continuous, reciprocal, and loosely connected to what was happening on the physical battlefield. The most important mistake analysts made is treating this as a clean state versus state duel. It isn't. On the Iranian side, the ecosystem includes formal state bodies, the IRGC, and Ministry of Intelligence linked groups, alongside semi-deniable reports and activist brands. Their toolkits prioritizes breadth over sophistication, phishing campaigns, surveillance malware, data leaks, website defacement, and intimidation operations, targeting journalists, political figures, health providers, and firms connected to Israel. The goal is cumulative pressure, exhausting defenders, gathering intelligence, and creating public unease at minimal cost. Then there is a third category, non-state or quasi-state actors. Some are genuinely ideological volunteers. Others are fronts, cutouts, or opportunists. Their significance lies less in technical skill than in what they do to attribution. They muddy the signal, create noise, and make escalation management dramatically harder. A state can benefit from a poorly executed attack if it forces an adversary to divert attention and resources, even when the attacker maintains full deniability. The Iran-Israel conflict has revealed something that will define warfare for decades to come. The digital battlefield has no off switch. The question facing policymakers is not whether to take digital warfare seriously. That debate is over. The question is whether the rules, norms, and diplomatic architecture of the 21st century can be built fast enough to contain a threat that is already everywhere and already relentless. For deeper geopolitical analysis and strategic intelligence on emerging global conflicts, visit nexusinsights.org.